My name is Kelly Lynn McLaughlin, and I am the driver ambassador for Women in Trucking in Schneider. I come from a middle class farming family. I was raised in Oklahoma and Texas area. I did go to college, and after college, I was a Peace Corps volunteer. And since then, I've had several different careers, and I always seem to follow my heartstrings. And trucking grabbed my heartstrings about 6 years ago. So I've been in the industry for about 6 years. I stay safe as a female driver by doing really good trip planning. I park in places that are well lit, paved, have access to security quite often. I don't walk through parking lots or truck yards in between tractors and trailers. I walk out in the drive paths or out in the open so people can see me. I can see what's going on around. It's better lit that way. I also don't walk through the yard with things in my hand. If I have things to carry in and out of the truck stop, I usually put it in a bag, put it over my shoulder. Some people use a backpack. My biggest safety risk still every day is the four-wheel drivers around me. So I really try and pay attention what other drivers are doing, because oftentimes people around me are driving as if I don't even exist. So that's my biggest challenge, is to try and just navigate through other drivers that are unpredictable. Finding the perfect company to drive for is important. And I think that the interview process goes both ways. And drivers, when they're looking for a company, they need to find one with the right fit. So they need to think about what kind of driver configuration do they want? What kind of equipment do they want? What is the team that they'll be working with? What kind of support do they have? What kind of support does the company you're looking at have in case you break down? What are the benefits? Do they have any packages for health and healthy lifestyle? And what are the different things that the company you're looking at can support you to do your job safely and be happy out on the road while you're doing it? To be healthy out on the road, you really have to think about it and plan ahead. And one of the things I try and do is I don't put sugar in my truck. I try and stick to fruits, vegetables, proteins. When I'm at home and I cook, I usually try and set aside a little bit of what I cook, and so I freeze it and it's ready to go. It's my own cooking. Sometimes I'll spend an afternoon and I'll cook up a bunch of meals and freeze them up into small individual portions. And I also try and get some exercise every day. When I'm home, pre-COVID, I would work out every day at the gym, and I do yoga in my truck and stretch. And I also have a neck massager because tension in my neck and my shoulders is an issue for me after I've been driving for a long time. And I found that I get headaches if I don't kind of massage those knots out. So I carry a neck massager with me, and I think about it every day. Some of the ways that I worked on building my confidence, and I still do this. I started when I was younger, and as a new driver, and I am still working on building my confidence. But I take advantage of opportunities when I meet people that are more experienced than me or have different kinds of experience, or trainers. So when I am spending some time at the OC and I get a chance to meet with some of the million-mile drivers or the trainers at the yard, I always ask them questions. When I was out on the road, I would write down questions that I had while I was doing my job, and then when I came back into the office, I would try and find somebody to answer those questions for me. It's one of the good things about working for Schneider, is that there are so many experienced and super smart people. There's an expert on anything I want to know. Some of the other things that I did was I would read journals about the industry and about truck driving, and I would pretty much read anything I could. I also play silly little games with myself while I'm out on the road to see how good I can keep my alignment within the road lines. When I'm making turns, I play games to see how perfect I can make my turn, how close can I get to the curb so that nobody can sneak by me. On ramps, I play this game called Keeping It Between the Mayonnaise and the Mustard, and I try and keep both my steer tires all the way back down to my trailer tires in between the yellow line and the white line. I think having good communication with your team and your leader is really important. And when I'm calling in, I always ask my leader, how is your day going? Whoever answers the phone, it's like, hi, my name is Kelly Lynn McLaughlin. How's your day going? And I really want to know how their day is going. And sometimes just showing an interest in their work stress schedule is enough for them to take a deep breath and listen to what you need as well. I think that my support team that I work with is really important, and I make a point of telling them thank you when they help me out. I try and make appointments ahead of time so that when I'm home, I have one whole day that's just laundry and cleaning and reconnecting with my family. And then I usually have one whole day that's just the chores that I needed to get done when I was out on the road, like doctor's appointments and bills and correspondence, that kind of thing. So I kind of structure my life when I'm at home, and I always plan in time to spend with my sister and my family and my kids and my friends so that I can connect with the relationships that are really important to me. My glass is always half full, and I try really hard to keep that frame of mind. And one way I do it to stay positive out on the road is I try and find my happy moment every day. Some days are just a challenge and it's hard work, but there is a moment somewhere in every day that can be my happy moment, and I focus on the good.